Celebrating 25 years, more team is here on more 94. Yours truly, Big L is in the building. And right about now, folks, it's time for us to get into our sideline sport report with Room, the player from the Himalaya, who's representing, of course, from somewhere around the world. I ain't even sure where Romy is at this present point, but we're definitely going to chit chat with him right now, find out what he thinks about a whole lot of different things popping off in the sports world. What up, Romy?
Hey, good morning, man. Good morning, Bahamas. This is Sideline Sports and Entertainment Bahamas. Turning stories from the sidelines and the headlines here only on more 94.9 FM. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this way back Wednesday. Gonna hop into our sport report. Getting actually from the local side. Hey, folks, I cannot say enough about the Scootery Peace in the Streets basketball tournament, the high school edition. Yeah, action continued yesterday. Who was it? I guess they had the C.I. Gibson Rattlers taking on Princeville yesterday. And Providence Storm came out on top in that game. Lots of other great basketball action, especially in the primary division. Got some parents and stuff hitting me up like, hey, do you have some pictures of the kids and stuff? But folks, definitely some great basketball action. And continues today at the Hope Center as well, and going on throughout this week. Also, we made mention of some of our track and field athletes, and I just wanted to say congratulations to a couple of our qualifiers from the Star Trackers Meet, namely Antoine Andrews and also Wanye McCoy. Remember yesterday I said that there are some guys in the 200 that are definitely blazing. And again, they qualified over the weekend at the Star Trackers Meet. So congratulations to both of them. Okay, and now on to some international sports. Before we go into this heated NBA playoffs, got some news from the NFL. So it looks as though Deshaun Watson's case, he will not be disposed until early 2022. So this thing is going to drag on for Deshaun Watson for about for a whole year.
But the good thing about it, the good thing about it though, is that he'll be able to start the season without it's not. It doesn't have to be on his mind, even though it's still in the future. It doesn't have to play a distraction role right up and now. That's a good thing. Like, not wondering whenever they might come for me or whenever I might be forced to do that. That's the fact that they're actually saying we won't even start this process until 2022 means he can breathe a little bit of fresh air, I guess. A little sigh. It ain't out the woods, but at least you could see a little clearer.
So again, like you said, that probably is a good thing. The thing that really does hurt him, though, don't forget Deshaun has said that he does not want to play for Texas. So with all of this lingering on, his value is like next to zero. Nobody's going to want to touch him until this thing is over. So sorry, Deshaun.
I forgot that part.
Yeah, sorry, Deshaun. But also Dak Prescott back on the field is pretty much a go at the Cowboys OTS. And as far as the Green Bay Packers, they said Aaron Rodgers done a couple of interviews. They said they're not really concerned about it as far as their love for Aaron Rodgers. He knows how they feel about him, and they would love to have him back, and they're going to do everything to get him back. I don't know how that's going to happen, but we'll see. And now moving on to the NBA. Of course, we got the NBA playoffs. So, Big L, last night, I know you're saying that the playoffs are not going how you want it to go. So, we'll start off with the first game, which was the Brooklyn Nets and the Celtics. The Brooklyn Nets, 130. Celtics 108.
That was a massacre, bro. That was a beat down from like the second quarter straight through. Actually, from the first quarter. Yeah. From the first quarter, that just was like, wow. And then when Tatum went down, I was like, well, that's a wrap for that. Loss.
As a matter of fact, he only finished with 9 points last night. And like I said, hopefully everything is okay with him. And he'll be back. I don't know if he'll make it. It won't make a difference, but let's be honest. I was gonna say hopefully, but let's be honest, it ain't gonna make a difference. The other game on the schedule last night was the Lakers and the Suns. The Lakers even up that series one apiece. 109 to 102 is the final score there. Just checking out some of the stats.
DeAndre Ayton was balling. Shouts out to Aiden, man. Aiden was balling. He had everybody talking about him. DeAndre Aiden was doing his thing last night.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
wow.
Chris Paul wasn't able to do Chris Paul stuff. He got hurt as
Yeah.
well. So, I think they really needed him down at the end because the game was really close.
Yeah.
For the last like 3 or 4 minutes, but you needed that closer. And I don't think the Suns have somebody who has that mentality like a Chris Paul would have had. So that was a difference maker last night.
Yeah, man, and I'm talking about DeAndre Ayton finishing up with 22 and 10. The other game was the Mavericks and the Clippers, 127 to 121. The Mavericks coming out on top. A much better performance by the Clippers, but Luka, welcome to the new age. I think that's gonna be my theme song for the playoffs.
It's not even a racist thing, but that white boy don't play.
Yeah. Hey, so
that white boy don't play.
Hey, they say white boys can't jump, but Luka definitely can
doing
shoot.
Everything else.
But yeah, man, like I said, wonderful performance. And I know we gotta wrap up real quick. Moving on to some baseball. Jazz and the Marlins. They played last night. They lost that game 0-2 to the Phillies, or I should say 2-0 to the Phillies. Jazz had 3 at bats, 2 hits, 2 singles in that game. So yeah, welcome back, Jazz. And he's continuing to progress, man. Also, Jonquel Jones in action last night for the Connecticut Sun. They lost that game just by 3 points. 87-90 was the final score there. And checking on JJ, her stats from last night, she finished with 28-point game leading scorer, 13 rebounds. Way to go, JJ. The Connecticut Sun, their coach is in problem. He was actually suspended for a game for, I guess that would be body shaming.
Child, please. Roman, we got to stick a pin, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our Sideline Sport Report right now. Of course, we'll chit-chat a little bit more tomorrow, but for now, we got to get into the short break, man. It's Bahamas Super Station. More intimate as always on More 94. Good morning.